Welcome back, guys. We are going to do our third and final video. This series has been covering our personal favorite 3 guns per category. This video we are going to talk about semi-autos. We've already talked about side-by-sides as well as over-unders. So if you guys are more interested in those videos, we would encourage you to go watch those, please. We're going to dive into 3 guns that I have used for a long period of time and have good things to say about them. And if anything, hopefully it's informative and somewhat educational to you guys. We always encourage folks to do your own homework, find something that fits you. The best gun is the one that fits and the one that you shoot a lot at the end of the day. So it is fun to buy guns and have a collection and have a safe full of them, but at the end of the day, you only get to carry one in the field. And so make sure you're confident in what you're using and just go have a good time. That's what it's all about. First shotgun we're going to talk about here. This is a gun that I have kind of transitioned to use primarily for waterfowling, but once upon a time this was like my go-to gun when I first started chucker hunting years ago. This was kind of my go-to, and this is a Winchester SX3. They now make an SX4. I don't feel like it's as good of a gun, if I'm being honest, so I'll probably never ever get rid of this, but this is the SX3 28-inch barrel, which I'm all about. I did end up having to Cerakote this. Was hunting with the guys from Duck Commanders, and I let him borrow this gun because his Benelli took a crap in the swamp, and he scratched the crap out of it, so I Cerakoted it. But all good times. Justin, if you see this, you owe me. SX3 is a fantastic gun. I mean, I think this is truly like the workhorse of semi-autos. I picked it up because I wanted it to be a gun that I could just beat the crap out of. I was waterfowling a little bit more of the time, but was getting back into chucker hunting, and I'm hard on my gear. All of these guns, nice or not, they have chips in them, they have dings in them, there's just markings on them because I do not own Safe Queens. And it's just a fantastic gun in overall. I really like the weight of it. Never had any issues. It is a gas gun, so it's softer shooting, but yeah, just got a long-range pattern master in there. If you're shooting ducks and geese, it's a good one, but it's also great for upland hunting. A lot of folks like semi-autos. They want to have multiple shots, and there's nothing wrong with that. Pick your poison, that's okay. Everybody do your own thing. Just because someone does it different doesn't mean it's wrong. So semi-autos, they do have their place. Next gun is a Browning Silver, and these are kind of from the exact same time frame. I think they still offer the Seaver, but the action on these 2 guns is the exact same. And they are just absolute finger chompers. I mean, they are hard cycling, fantastic actions, and I've never had a single issue with them. Actually, the first time I bought one of these, it was for my wife before we were married, and I was working at a different company, and I engraved her name and some cowboy boots and stuff on the side and just did something cool for her. So I liked it so much. I love the semi humpback, kind of got that A5 look and vibe to it, but I just really like this gun. The weight of it, I talk about weight in every single one of these videos, but I really like a gun that's 6 to 6.5 pounds. All of these guns really fall into that category, so it doesn't matter which one I pick up, I'm gonna be able to go out and shoot and be a little more successful. This does have a 26-inch barrel. I bought this one used, but it's a really good gun, fits me well. Shoot it awesome, and I love the classic look of this gun. It's just very nice. So Browning Silver, fantastic option, as well as the SX3. And then the last gun, this was kind of, I call it like my 28 gauge rampage, where I was just going, I really got into 28 gauges and just started buying and selling all different sorts of them because I was trying to find the right ones that work great for me. I think Beretta makes incredible guns. They make very beautiful guns. And I bought one of these with a 26-inch barrel the first time and ended up gifting that to my dad. He always wanted a 28 gauge, and so I gifted that to him. I went and bought this one, and I'll be honest, I did have some hiccups with it. It was having a hard time cycling. There was something in the foregrip, the way that this is built. It's got these long bars that come to the action, and the wood in the receiver wasn't machined out all the way. I'm a redneck, I'm just gonna fix stuff myself, so I ended up just taking a round little bastard file and just running that in there, creating greater depth in those grooves, and then I just sealed the wood. Haven't had any issues, it cycles great. Just a really nice soft shooting gun. This is on the lighter side So I do have a Briley weighted cap on the end here, adds a couple additional ounces. But man, this gun is so soft shooting and so fun to carry. If there's a day that you're mad at them, or you need to get a little bit of revenge if you're having a bad shooting day and you need to catch up on them, man, this little Beretta Explorer A400 is a fantastic little 28 gauge. Other than the little hiccup there, which can happen on any mass-produced gun, that's just the nature of the beast. Sometimes you get a dud and you got to take care of it, and that's okay. So even though that happened, I still have really positive things to say about it. That's why it's in this video. But yeah, I think this little A400 is a great option. Obviously, they make a 20 gauge, 12 gauge, all of the above. And I just have to absolutely tip my hat to Beretta on the quality of wood that they put on the gun. So for the price point, I didn't touch on that earlier. SX3 and the Browning Silver, I think at the time they were about $1,200 new. Great guns. I'm sure you can pick them up used for less if you can find them. And then the A400, I think that was like $1,800 when I bought that new. They might be a little bit more expensive now. They have come out with their Upland version of the 28, which can use a 3-inch shell. To me, a 3-inch shell in a 28 gauge is an abomination. I'm just kidding, but might as well shoot a 20 gauge at that point, especially for the weight of the gun and the shootability of the gun. I would go that direction, but that's not what this video is about. These are 3 semi-autos that I have confidence in. I've owned them, I used them because they're great guns. So a lot of people are probably gonna ask, why isn't there a Benelli in this video? I own a lot of Benellis, I've shot Benellis, but I prefer the actions on these guns. I've had less issues with them. That's not a dig at Benelli at any stretch of the imagination. Benelli guns are very, very light. I had a Benelli Legacy that I carried for a long time, and it was wonderful. But I just didn't shoot it as well. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna own a gun that I don't shoot. So just because it didn't shoot for me doesn't make it a bad gun. Like I said, this is my opinion and my perspective based off of how I hunt, the things I do. But if you do the same things I do, if you like hunting how I do, then hopefully these point you in the right direction. And if you're looking for a new semi-auto or a used one, or just adding one to the stable, these are definitely 3 that I can recommend. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you have a chance to watch the entire series. We appreciate all the support. If you haven't, please take the time to subscribe. Drop any questions down below, any suggestions on guns that you like shooting or recommendations that you might have. There's gonna be people that watch this video and your comment can make a difference, right? They may take something away from what you're doing. So it's all about community. It's all about adding value. Please be a part of that, help us out. And thanks so much for watching to the end. We appreciate you.